Okay, if you did not see, I am so excited because I earned a paid vacation for two to Los Cabos, Mexico for 5 days. Freaking awesome. So, super excited about that. But what I'm also excited about is building an additional stream of income and creating residual income. And I wanted to talk to the influencers out there and the personal trainers out there like me, or people who are in the health industry. I wanted to speak to you because there's so many companies out there that you can lock arms with, right? And you can build an additional stream of income with them. But I want you to be aware when you're considering what company to be a part of a couple different things. So, two things. One, you want to think about longevity, and two, you want to make sure that you understand how the customer works. So if you are trying to lock arms with a company, so I am affiliated with couple different companies for like apparel, and things like that. So anyway, they're just like, I have a discount code for people and I earn some credits for it. Okay. So there are companies that do things like that. But I need you to be aware of this. So, two things. You want to think longevity. You want to think, what does somebody need to purchase every single month or very frequently? And you can get them set up like protein shakes. Those are something that somebody always needs. Skincare, that's something that somebody's always going to need, even though it might not be every month. Household cleaning products, things like that. Like, what are things that people always use and always need? And so it's always a need. Okay, so you want to think about that. Something that you can be passionate about too, but you need to think about longevity and something that people will continually come back to buy. So that is number one. And then number two, so if something is always a need, this is how you're creating residual income. As long as they love the product and they're happy with it, they will be a returning customer. And that's what creates residual income. But the other thing that these companies don't put out there up front, okay, there's a bunch of them. So I looked at one time, getting connected with a company that I could share furniture because I love interior design. So I said, hey, this would be a fun little thing for me to share sometimes. Maybe I could put together little digital rooms or whatever. I was really excited about it. I thought it would be a fun thing. But upon research, I found that you get your own like affiliate link, right? So when somebody clicks on that link, if they purchase then and there, you'll make that commission. But there is a period of time where your link expires. So if this person's like, oh, hey, I love this furniture. I'm actually moving in 3 months. I think I'm just going to update it. Then let me start a new story. So your link expires. So what happens is that, let's say that you put it out there on Pinterest, okay? And this person clicked on it and they had it up in their, in their Safari on their phone or whatever, or they even saved it. There is this little, I think they call it a cookie. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that, but it expires. So it's different for every company. So this one I was looking at, I was like, that's not cool, because I might want to share some of my old content or whatever, and I want my link to always be active, right? And so they would have to go back to your link, the first one that they clicked on, not even the one that they had saved in their phone. So if they're like, hey, I'm going to save this from this store, this furniture store, and I'm going to get it in a couple months, but then it expires. So they go ahead and get it. They are learned about it from you, but you get $0 for it. You get 0 credit. And that's what a bunch of these companies do. Or they have to type in your code every time. So a customer has to type it every time. So this is what I call do you get the lifetime of the customer? And so like one of the companies, the apparel company that I have a discount code with, I only receive credit, so I just get credit for buying products on their site, which I love. I love their clothing, so it's cool. But when I share that link with somebody, they can only use my code once, and I only get credit once. And so I don't ever like continually get that. I don't get the lifetime of the customer. And so that's a huge question you need to ask, because you don't always want to just be grind. You need to create residual and passive income. And so if the company that you're locking arms with, if your customer has to always type in your code, or if you only get the original commission off of that person, not cool. You want, when that person signs up, they are with you forever. And if they don't give you that choice, if you don't have that, they're not a good company. So I share all this just so that you can know if you're trying to build and want to lock arms with a company online, are you just getting some upfront deal, or are you getting something that's really solid and you can actually build upon? The other thing I would tell you to think about, has the company been around for at least 10 years? Okay? Because businesses start and die all the time. And that's great. Like, if you really believe in it and you want to go for it, but you have to know that if they don't have a solid foundation yet, they're still trying to build that foundation. So for me personally, I would recommend making sure that the company's been around for at least 10 years. So back when I had to kind of reset the company that I was with, I had to switch gears. You guys know my story a little bit, but these are things that I thought about when I was looking at a new company, and there were other things that I considered. But if you found these tips helpful, drop a thumbs up in the comments. And of course, if you are curious about what I do and how you could win a trip to Los Cabos, okay, I've only been here 6 months, 6 or 7 months, and earned a trip to Los Cabos for 2. And if you want to earn something like that, and you're like, Letitia, I want to do that, because not only are you earning the vacation, you're also building an additional stream of income, of residual income, and possibly even some passive income depending on your influence. So if that is something that you're curious about, I'm not going to put any pressure on you, but I will send you a short video and an image to just show what is possible and what the average earnings is with the company that I've locked arms with, which, by the way, is coming up on their 70th anniversary. So no fear, they have a very solid foundation, okay? People have been taking their products for, some of them, 50 years, a long time, and they look amazing. So if you're curious about that, drop and you will receive the lifetime of that customer. So anytime they order anything forever, there is no expiration on it, you will receive credit for it. And you have the opportunity to earn a paid vacation for not one, but 2 people. So if you are curious about that and curious about what I do, I will, like I said, I'm not going to put pressure on you, but if you want a little more information and you're curious about it, just let's drop the money emoji, the money with the wings, if you can find it, because that's fun. It's like freedom, because that's what money means, right? Money is not about making money. It's about creating freedom for me. So drop the freedom emoji in the comments, or drop me a DM and I will send you more information. No strings attached. Just check it out.